Good afternoon, Facebook, YouTube, Daily Motion, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your second video blog of the day for Thursday, February 19th, 2015, around 3:26 p.m. in Billerica, Massachusetts. On and off sun today, plus on and off snow showers, not accumulating to that much. It's the NBA trading deadline. Some major trades going on. The Miami Heat acquired Goran Dragic from the Phoenix Suns. The Minnesota Timberwolves acquired Kevin Garnett from the Brooklyn Nets. And the Boston Celtics acquired Isaiah Thomas from the Phoenix Suns. And they traded Tayshaun Prince to the Detroit Pistons. And that's about it on that. My next subject is about Big Daddy Cool Diesel's title reign as WWE Champion from 1994 through 1995. Diesel was the longest reigning WWE Champion in the 1990s. Continuous reign. He held the title for 359 days. 1 weeks and 1 day. And the background on Diesel, his real name's Kevin Nash, and he started in the world of professional wrestling in 1990 in WCW as a Master Blaster, and then he was Oz, and he was Vinny Vegas. But those three gimmicks for Kevin Nash were like lower mid-card at best, and he wasn't going to be a superstar in WCW. And he really didn't have a long-term contract with WCW. In June of 1993, Kevin Nash came to the WWE as Diesel, the bodyguard of Intercontinental Champion Shawn Michaels, and Diesel was bodyguard to Shawn Michaels for a few months until Shawn Michaels gets suspended for flunking a steroid test. And then Diesel started wrestling on his own, and he had matches with like Mr. Perfect beating him at house shows, and then on television he was winning a lot and getting into other feuds. At the Royal Rumble 1994, Diesel eliminated 7 straight wrestlers, and he started to get a pop from the crowd. Even though he was a heel, the fans were cheering him a little bit. A few months later, Diesel beats Razor Ramon for the WWE Intercontinental title on an episode of Superstars in April of 1994, and Diesel holds the Intercontinental Championship for about 4 months, and he had a WWE title match at the King of the Ring 1994 against Bret the Hitman Hart. The Intercontinental title wasn't on the line, but Diesel won by disqualification for interference by Jim the Anvil Neidhart, and the crowd was continuing to cheer Diesel, even though he was a heel. A face turn was in the works for him. Later on in the year, Diesel drops the IC title to Razor Ramon at SummerSlam 94, but he wins the WWE Tag Team titles with Shawn Michaels. They beat the Head Shrinkers on a house show the night before SummerSlam 1994, and they held it for about 3 months. But then, at Survivor Series 1994, Shawn Michaels accidentally gives a super kick to Big Daddy Cool Diesel. Diesel has enough, walks away, and the face turn is complete for Diesel, and Shawn Michaels and Diesel vacate the WWE Tag Team titles. And then, 3 days later at Madison Square Garden, Diesel wrestles Bob Backlund for the WWE Championship. And Diesel delivers a jackknife powerbomb to Bob Backlund and pins him 1, 2, 3, and 8 seconds at Madison Square Garden. And Diesel's the new WWE Champion. And that happened on November 26th, 1994. And for the next 51 weeks and 1 day, WWE was running on Diesel power. Diesel had rematches with Bob Backlund at house shows from the end of 1994, beating him easily, even though Bob Backlund had Shawn Michaels in his corner. That didn't help a lot. And at the Royal Rumble 1995, Diesel wrestled Bret the Hitman Hart, and it was a classic 28-minute match, which was a double disqualification, but there was interference galore by Shawn Michaels, Owen Hart, Jeff Jarrett, and Bob Backlund. And Diesel was becoming popular with the mainstream. He was going to a lot of events by the WWE, meeting a lot of celebrities and stuff like that. And the WWE was pushing Diesel to be like kind of the 90s version of Hulk Hogan and stuff like that. Him appearing at so many mainstream events. And plus Diesel was a very big guy, and Vince McMahon always pushes the big guys, just like I have a fascination of cute blondes with nice legs. Vince has a fascination with big men. And Diesel continued to defend his title, beating Owen Hart and Jeff Jarrett easily at house shows and stuff like that. And then at the main event at WrestleMania 11, it was Diesel against Shawn Michaels for the WWE title. It was not the main event. Shawn Michaels got a bodyguard, which was Psycho Sid, who made his return to the WWE. And this was a very great match. And the fans were actually cheering more for Shawn Michaels, even though Shawn Michaels was a heel and Big Daddy Cool was a face. They were cheering Shawn Michaels. And I thought Shawn Michaels was going to win the match. The match happened. The referee twists his ankle, and Shawn delivers a super kick to Big Daddy Cool, Diesel. But the referee has the twisted ankle, only gets a 2 count. Diesel kicks out, and Diesel gives a jackknife powerbomb to Shawn Michaels, beating him 1, 2, 3, retaining the WWE Championship, which I thought Shawn Michaels was going to win that match, but I think they didn't have a heel win a WWE title at WrestleMania, so I think they wanted to have Diesel retain the WWE title. Also, Diesel had had Pamela Anderson and Jenny McCarthy with him. And then Diesel was supposed to give a rematch to Shawn Michaels at the next pay-per-view in your house, but Shawn Michaels got injured because Psycho Sid, his bodyguard, turned against him on the next night on Raw, and then Diesel rescued Shawn Michaels, and then that started the feud between Diesel and Psycho Sid, which was the spring and summer months for the WWE, but this feud was poorly drawn. Not too many fans were coming out to see Psycho Sid against Diesel for the WWE title. The house shows were like maybe 2,000-3,000. Very poor business. This is when the WWE, business-wise, was in the tank, big time. And the management was saying that it was Diesel's fault, and plus Diesel's popularity, even though he was becoming a lot more mainstream. The fans were cheering for Shawn Michaels more than Big Daddy Cool Diesel at one of the matches at a house show between Big Daddy Cool Diesel and Psycho Sid. Diesel injured his elbow and he missed significant time. He was on the shelf for a while, so that didn't help. And then at King of the Ring 1995, Diesel and Bam Bam Bigelow teamed with Psycho Sid and Tatanka at the main event for King of the Ring 1995. Psycho Sid walked out on Tatanka and stuff like that, and Big Daddy Cool and Bam Bam Bigelow won that match, and then that set up the blow-off feud for the second In Your House. Big Daddy Cool Diesel against Psycho Sid in a lumberjack match for the WWE title, so Sid couldn't walk away. And this lumberjack match was okay and stuff like that, but it set up Diesel's next feud for SummerSlam, because when Diesel was thrown out over the top rope by Psycho Sid, King Mabel attacked Diesel and splashed him and stuff like that, and that set up the next feud. But Diesel beat Psycho Sid to end that feud with the powerbomb, and all Diesel's lumberjacks came in, which was good. And then the main event at SummerSlam 1995 was Big Daddy Cool against King Mabel. And a week before the SummerSlam, Big Daddy Cool Diesel teamed with Davey Boy Smith, the Bitless Bulldog, to face off against Mo and Mabelman on the mission. But Davey Boy Smith turned heel, attacked Big Daddy Cool Diesel, and Davey Boy Smith, Mo, and Mabel triple team Diesel. Jim Cornette came down as well, and they grabbed the belt and stuff like that. Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon weren't dead, storyline-wise, but this was a lot of taping anyway, so they weren't there. And then this set up the match at SummerSlam 1995, which was King Mabel against Big Daddy Cool Diesel. I thought Mabel was going to win this match and become the new WWE champion. He would have been the first African-American World WWE champion of all time. And if that would have happened, the WWE probably would have gone under, because I could never imagine King Mabel as WWE champion. He would have probably been a transitional champion and stuff, but I really thought King Mabel was going to win, because the WWE was pushing him to the moon after he won the King of the Ring in 1995. But Diesel somehow managed to win this match. He didn't give the jackknife powerbomb, but he pinned him 1, 2, 3, and then Diesel retains the WWE title. But then it continues. The house show crowds are getting pitiful. Pay-per-view buy rates were getting awful, and Vince McMahon was getting nervous. He really wanted to take the belt off of Diesel because he was the poorest throwing champion in history of the WWE. And at the third in your house, it was Diesel and Shawn Michaels against Yokozuna and Owen Hart, who were WWE Tag Team Champions. They had a special stipulation that Diesel's WWE title and Shawn Michaels' IC title were on the line, and Owen Hart and Yokozuna's tag team titles were on the line. But the storyline goes that Owen Hart wasn't in the building, so the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith, took the place of Owen Hart. It was Owen Hart and Yokozuna. The British Bulldog and Yokozuna against HBK and Big Daddy Cool Diesel, the two dudes with attitudes. And this was a horrible match and stuff like that. The ending was horrible as well. Owen Hart tries to interfere. He comes in and Big Daddy Cool Diesel gives him the jackknife powerbomb and pins him 1, 2, 3. Diesel and HBK are two-time WWE Tag Team Champions, but at the next night, they were stripped of the titles, and it was back to Yokozuna and Owen Hart, because Owen Hart was not legally involved in the match. And, this was kind of like a power play for the Clique. That's another story for another day. And then Diesel at house shows continues to draw poorly against Karma, Will and Mercy, and Jean-Pierre Lafitte. And Vince McMahon was getting anxious and stuff like that. He really wanted to take the title off of Big Daddy Cool Diesel, but he was still over with the crowd. Even though Shawn Michaels was more over, Diesel was still popular. And then they gave him one more chance. It was the fourth in your house pay-per-view in Canada. It was Big Daddy Cool Diesel against the British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith for the WWE title. And the British Bulldog won by disqualification because Bret the Hitman Hart interfered. And this set up the match at Survivor Series 1995. Bret the Hitman Hart against Big Daddy Cool Diesel. At the end of the match at in your house 4 in Canada, Vince McMahon, who was commentating that match, was disgusted after the match. He took down his headset and he said to Big Daddy Cool Diesel, "You're through as WWE champion." He was disappointed because he put all the faith in Diesel, and he couldn't deliver and stuff like that. And then at Survivor Series 1995, Big Daddy Cool Diesel faced off against Bret the Hitman Hart in a no-holds-barred match for the WWE title. And this match was very great, extreme. It was probably one of the best Diesel matches of all time, but was thrown into a table, a lot of no-holds-barred match. Bret seemingly gets injured, and Big Daddy Cool Diesel was trying to help him, but Bret puts him in a small package. 1, 2, 3. Diesel's 359-day title reign is history, but the Hitman Hart becomes the WWE champion for the third time. He was at that time only the second wrestler to hold the title at least 3 times. And then Big Daddy Cool gets mad. He jackknifes power bombs, but the Hitman Hart strikes officials and stuff like that, and throws the belt into Bret Hart as a sore loser and stuff like that. And this signifies a heel turn for Diesel. And the rest of the 6 months he was with the WWE left, he was kind of a tweener. And he kind of did a lot of jobs because he was going to WCW. And what I thought about Diesel's one-year title reign, it was good. It was a very good... Diesel was a great champion in my opinion, but this is when business in the WWE was tanking. 1995 was the worst year in WWE history, drawing-wise, because they were coming up with the steroid trial. A lot of big names were going to WCW, like Hulk Hogan, Randy Macho Man Savage, Lex Luger, and others. Plus, in addition, you know, the top WWE talent level was thinning out, and also the Clique was getting to have more power in the WWE. And plus, Diesel's competition during the second half of his title reign, King Mabel, a long feud with Psycho Sid, heel turn by the British Bulldog really didn't help, because I didn't like the heel turn by the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith, because I thought he would be one of those wrestlers who would be face his entire career. And the King Mabel heel turn was, you know, it was decent, but I envisioned King Mabel as like a mid-card heel at best. Vince was trying to push him to the moon because of as a monster heel. And the Psycho Sid thing, Sid was, you know, a great heel, but I think he was coming back after being on the shelf for a couple of years, inactive and stuff like that. What would have probably saved a Diesel title reign in the second half of his title reign in 1995? If they turned Razor Ramon heel during this time, because Razor Ramon was popular. He was a face, and he was, you know, Intercontinental Champion a few times. And also, but like most of 1995, Razor Ramon was slipping in the mid-card as a face and stuff like that. If he would have turned heel and feuded with Big Daddy Cool Diesel over the WWE title during the second half of Diesel's title reign, that would have been great. In fact, I would have loved to see Razor Ramon get the WWE title at some point as a heel, beat Big Daddy Cool Diesel, and have him as a transitional champion to Shawn Michaels. But that never happened, and those things happen for a reason. But I like Diesel as a WWE champion. He probably was the best WWE champion in the 1990s, in my opinion, until Stone Cold Steve Austin. I like his quote, Big Daddy Cool. It's so sweet that Big Daddy's got that gold. And Diesel power. Well, I'll be back later, Facebook friends, YouTube followers, Daily Motion, and Twitter, with the third and final video blog of the night, which will be about Frank Robinson, WWE Hall of Famer. See you later. I know, Major League Baseball Hall of Famer. He's not a WWE Hall of Famer. Goofed up on that. See you later.